Hey guys, Evans with Z111 here today, and recently a new ability augment was added to Warframe, and it is for vaults, so I figured I'd do a video on it, because this ability augment actually sounds somewhat interesting. It's Capacitance, I believe it's Capacitance, and basically all damage you do with overload is converted into shields for you and your allies. So I'm going to be buying this, and I'm going to quickly go and put it in my build and upgrade it to the full efficiency, and then see how good this augment actually is. As for whether or not it overcharges shields, people aren't really sure yet, so I'm looking forward to finding out what it's like. If I go there, and right now it's 3% damage is dealt into shields split between your allies, and then if I fuse it, and that will change it to 7%, so 7% of all damage done through overload will be converted into shields. So I went into recruiting and got a group of people, and I'm hosting a tier 4 void exterminate, so I want it to be somewhat difficult so that the augment actually comes in handy. But it had to be an exterminate because, ooh, this is going to be so good. Wait, no, I haven't got the energy. I haven't got the energy to do overload. Oh god, that was embarrassing. Okay, next room. Next room there's loads of enemies. We get a chance to see it. Which should be here? Nah, this isn't really enough. I want to get in a room with absolutely loads of enemies before I try this out. Or when I run out of shields, which probably should have been then. Either way, I had to do a non-endless mission because basically the way overload works is it's more powerful depending on how many lights are in the area. And once you trigger a light with overload, then it shocks all enemies nearby it, but you can't trigger that same light again. So once you trigger a light, that light's out for good. So therefore endless missions where you're in the same area, generally not too effective, and you want to be moving around a lot to make full use of overload. Right, so I really want to find an area where there's a big group of enemies, which should be, if I'm correct and I know this tile set well, it will be over here and then up into the next room. So roughly here-ish. Come on, there we go, that'll do. So I'll trigger that, and that, oh, it does overcharge your shields. Holy shit. So I should press Z on so I can actually see the shields of my allies, but that's going to be incredibly powerful if it really works like that. So if I go into another room where there's loads, because that was like only a few enemies and I didn't do much damage. Like no lights got triggered or anything like that. So how about if I go up here? I want to wait for my allies to get here. But how about now? If I do this, then okay, so yeah, it does overcharge your shields. The overload is like, people complain about overload all the time saying it's piss weak, and I can see their reasons for doing that. Because overload, it should be much more powerful than it is. If you compare it to like Rhino's Stomp or Sarin's Sarin's Ultimate, whatever it's called. It takes too long to cast, and yeah, it stuns the enemies, but that's about the best thing it does, and it doesn't stun them for long enough, basically. But I'm really impressed with this ability augment. It does seem to take a while to recharge your shields. It seems as though there is some kind of delay on it, but it's still really powerful nonetheless. And let's get my friend up here. And oh, if I could do it here, that'd be great. But there we go. And yeah, I'm just impressed about the fact it actually overcharges your shields. But again, it doesn't seem to work consistently. Like, I'm doing damage to enemies, but it isn't charging my shields unless I'm taking damage at the same time. But I don't believe I was. So it's a really cool ability and concept. Oh, if I can get it up here. How about up here? There we go. And damn it. Oh, I can check my ally shields. Yeah, see, it doesn't seem to be charging them. So I'm not sure if there's a chance of it recharging shields, or if it's bugged right now. But it doesn't seem to be working as well as it should. But as I said, I'm just mainly pleased with the fact it does actually does actually overcharge shields. So I'll try this once more, where I'm actually. Is that even going to hit anyone? Where's everyone at? Oh no, we've nearly killed all the enemies now. But I just wanted to do a video showing off the augment basically, because I feel as though a lot of people are just going to ignore it because they think, oh, overload's useless and there's no point trying it. But if it does overcharge shields, and there must be some kind of limit to it, but if it overcharges shields, then that has a lot of potential. I can see a lot of people going power strength builds with this augment, and maybe efficiency too, and range actually. Oh god, Vor, why Vor? Obviously the main problem with overcharging shields is that shields aren't affected by armor, so late game shields kind of aren't as useful, so you mainly want to be going for vitality, but Overcharging shields is still a cool concept, and before you needed boosters or whatever in order to do it. So now that you can do it with an ability, I find that pretty cool. And is Vor going to appear in the lift or the elevator? That'd be interesting. But I was going to ask you guys, do you want to see kind of spotlights on ability augments? Because I would be happy to do that. Because I think a lot of ability augments, well, for starters, they're not accessible by a lot of players, seeing as you need to be max syndicate rank. And even then, once you're max syndicate rank, you need to be in a specific syndicate to get specific augments. So if you want to see more spotlights or whatever on ability augments, then let me know. I'd be happy to do that, simply because I'd be interested to try some of them myself and see if I can find untold potential within them. Ooh, it would have been really good here, but I was too late to do it. And look, it doesn't seem to be charging shields. Like, it hit a lot of people there, but I don't know, something seems to be up with the ability augment. I will be sure to I'll be sure to look into it further, and I suppose if you have any questions about the augment and I find out the answers, then ask them in the comments below. Until then, Vor is so annoying. I remember why I don't play T4 anymore. If you want to see more ability augment videos, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts on, I forgot my name, it's like I completely forgot my name of mod. Let me know what your thoughts are. Until next time, this is me, Evans with Z111. Please rating if you enjoyed the video, and this is me, Evans with Z111, out. Peace.